ते डॉक्टर सगळे आणि आपण
हाँ हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ संजय कदम सर, गुड मॉर्निंग।
हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
योर वॉइस इज क्लियर and slide visible.
Okay, thank you.
But for yours, one stair is here, yellow color. Please remove. हाँ, yes, yes. स्क्रीनवर तो येलो कलरचा असं सर्कल दिसतोय का? प्लीज मूव विंडो अवे फ्रॉम दिस शेअर ॲप्लिकेशन.
पुढे जाऊया का?
नाही ती चौकोनी विंडो काढा ना, प्रत्येक स्लाइडवर येते ती.
ही चौकोनी विंडो काढू का?
हां, फेंट झाली बघा ती. हां, गेली.
बोलू? हॅलो.
हां हॅलो सर.
हां सर.
हां येतोय आवाज सर, येतोय व्यवस्थित.
आवाज
एक
येतोय?
आपण 5 मिनिटं अजून वाट बघू जरा. हां
ओके.
एक 35-40 होतात का बघू जरा, 5 मिनिटं आणि स्टार्ट करू.
स्क्रीन दिसतोय सर व्यवस्थित?
हो स्क्रीन दिसतोय.
ओके.
ऑडियन्स सर आपले हिंदी इंग्लिश असणार आहे, मराठी ऑडियन्स नाही.
हिंदी आहेत का? हिंदी बोलताय का कोणी सर?
हां हिंदी आहे, हिंदी आहे. हिंदी आणि इंग्लिश, मराठी नाही.
ठीक आहे.
हिंदी सांगितलं तर चालेल, मोस्टली हिंदीच सांगा. चालेल सर, आपण स्टार्ट करू. wait 5 minutes already. Now 11 5 AM. हम्म. तो फक्त पिवळा चौकोन येतो ना, तो काढा कसं आहे ते काय माहित सारखा सारखा.
होय का?
हम्म. हम्म.
Yeah, it will automatically disappear, sir. No issue.
Okay. No problem, sir. Okay. Thank you. Uh, Hello. Uh, Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Mahesh, Research Associate, Program Coordinator of this online training program on emerging urban farming technology for vegetable production on the behalf of Center for Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology for Climate Smart Agriculture and Water Management, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. On this occasion, third day, fifth lecture, I would like to welcome Mr. Sanjay Kadam sir, today's speaker, and his topic is integrated management of controlled environmental farming for exotic vegetable production. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I introduce the few words to Sanjay Kalam sir. He's working the pesticide industry in last 22 years. He's a Syngenta for 21 years, worked in regional manager position, and worked in all part of Maharashtra, also Punjab, Haryana, MP, Karnataka, and Gujarat also, and associate with polyhouse growers as a plant protection advisor, consulting training for polyhouse grower all over the Maharashtra and out of Maharashtra, and is running a retailer outlet 8 years at Baramati for the growers of polyhouse uh, vegetable cultivation. And thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I would also welcome to respected Dr. J.S. Pasputi, Madam, Organizing Secretary of this training program and co-principal investigator of CAST project, Department of Agriculture and Engineering, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri, College of Agriculture, Pune. We also welcome to welcome respected Dr. Sunil Gorantiwar sir, Head Department of Agriculture Engineering, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri, Principal Investigator and Convener of this online training program, and welcome respected Dr. Mukund Shinde sir, Co-Principal Investigator of CAST Project MPKV Rahuri, and I would also welcome Dr. S.D. Masarkar sir, Associate Dean College of Agriculture Pune, and I also welcome to all CAST team members, farmers, all participants, research associates, and now I would like to request to today speaker, Mr. Sanjay Kadam sir, to start the session, please. Please, sir, continue.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Khamkar. Good morning, gentlemen. I am Sanjay Kadam, and I would like to welcome to this session of insect control management in exotic vegetable. Okay, so welcome all of you. So today uh, we will discuss about the insect problems and their management in exotic vegetables. So these are the major exotic vegetables: cherry tomato, Chinese cabbage, color capsicum, broccoli, zucchini, and these are the main vegetable crops. Okay, so first of all, we will see in short. This part is slightly theoretical portion, so we will go fast. So, what is meant by pest? So, gentlemen, pest is nothing but the any organism which can cause the damage and resulting in the economic loss of the crop. So, that means any organism causing economical loss, that is a pest. So, what are the types of pest? So there are different organisms. They are causing the economical losses to our crops. So these are the 7 organisms measure. No doubt there are also other organisms also, but these are the measures. So today we will see insect part mainly, and there are 2-3 slides about viruses and nematodes. No doubt, I think Dr. Meshta has covered virus and nematodes part yesterday, but today we will see some 2-3 slides about virus and nematodes also. So, okay, gentlemen, there are see, these are the methods to manage the insects. Which are these methods? First of all, farmer or grower thinks about only chemical control. But gentlemen, chemical control is the last option. Chemical control is the last option. So which are the other options? These are the other options. Number one is growing resistant varieties. By selecting the resistance variety, we can manage the pest very well. Particular variety is resistance to particular pest. So after selection of that variety, it becomes easier to manage that pest. Okay, that is number one. Number two is a crop rotation. We know after taking the same crop year after year, or same crop season after season, it will increase, that will increase the pest problem, no doubt. So to avoid the pest problem, we can take the help of crop rotation. Select the another crop after the another crop from another family. This will reduce our pest problem. Okay. Number three is a mechanical control. Nowadays the awareness regarding the mechanical control, all these methods, awareness is increasing. Why this awareness is increasing? Because the pressure on chemical control pressure on chemical control is increasing, and we are observing the side effects of the chemical control also. So that's why it is a need to focus on the other methods to minimize the pest problem. Okay, so mechanical control, under the mechanical control there are some light traps, yellow trap, pheromone trap, all kinds of traps are coming is under mechanical control. And another option is a biological control. In the biological control, even biological control, ladybird beetle, chrysopa, and even trichoderma, pseudomonas, bacillomyces, these the use of these products are increasing, and that is, of course, that is a good thing. And the last option is chemical is the last option, and the last option is a chemical control. So by focusing on these first, second, third, and fourth is these methods, we can reduce the load on the chemical control. Okay. So in our polyhouse or in why growing the crops, these are the some of the guidelines. How we can manage this pest, how we can minimize their incidence. So number one is a quarantine. When we are bringing the seeds or seedlings from the outside, the quarantine should be strictly followed. Number one, that is a quarantine. Number two, inspection. When we are bringing the seedlings from any nursery, the inspection is essential because it will also reduce the pest load. Okay. In polyhouse, you might have seen that if there are a double door, it will also reduce the load of the insect. The insects there, it will reduce their entry. Okay. Isolation, the minimize the outside person. When the number of persons are coming in the polyhouses, the number is increasing, the risk of uh, pest is also increasing. Okay, so isolation, minimize the outside person entry, that is also one of the way. Sanitization, nowadays the sanitizers are available. Sanitization is also essential, especially for the transmission of virus. Okay, removal of the plant debris. Last, when we are growing crops, for the next season the debris is lying in the soil in there also. So removal of the plant debris which are carrying the moths and other insects, it will reduce the chances of increasing the pest. Okay, Soil sterilization is also helping to minimize the pest load. Okay, and use of yellow trap, blue trap. So all these methods, this will help to reduce the pest load. So gentlemen, we will see to manage the any pest, this integrated pest management, the word is very important. What is mean by integrated pest management? Integrated pest management is nothing but the combination of all these methods. Integrated pest management means a judicious use of pest management methods by combining all the methods. Which methods? Biological, cultural, physical, mechanical, and chemical method. And what should be the objective of IPM? The objective should be to avoid the economic loss and taking care of environment, health, and safety. No doubt, the economic loss, to avoid the economic loss is our first priority, but that will also take care of environment, water, air, even our health and safety. Okay, so okay, so we'll see what is meant by pesticide. Pesticide means any chemical, any chemical which is used to manage the pest. Any chemical which is used to manage the pest is called as a pesticide. There is a this is a very basic classification. It's a very basic classification. There are so many classifications, but this is very simple, based on mode of action. That is systemic. Example is dimethoate. Contact insecticide. Example is lambda cyhalothrin. Stomach insecticide. Example is profenofos. Fumigant. The example is dichlorovos. Okay. There are so many products in the market, and they are having different types of mode of action. Okay. So, for example, take the example chlorpyrifos, which is available in the market. It has got three actions. One is systemic, another one is a contact, and third one is a fumigant. A single product is showing three actions, chlorpyrifos. So, while selecting the product, we should see what kind of action is, how that product is working. That is important. Okay, this is also a very important slide. Nowadays we are taking care of our health and environment, so these are the basic triangles of the safety. The good thing is, last triangle is red one. Red means extremely toxic. And the good thing is, in the month of March 2019, so before 2 years ago, government of India has stopped all the production of this red triangle pesticide. So which are the red triangle pesticides? Monocotophos, 4-8. So all these methomyl is already banned. So there were 4-5 insecticides in the they are in the market also, but the production is already stopped in the month of March, and the year was last year in the month of March. So now after 2-3 months, you will find only three triangle products in the market. So why it is important to know? We should avoid red triangle and yellow triangle, and we should focus on blue and green, because these are very toxic. No doubt the red is now out of the picture, and now yellow is there. So yellow is also a old technology, and we should select the product of green triangle and a blue triangle. So this is the objective. If I have a choice, suppose I want to manage the pest of aphid, and there are two products in the market. Suppose imidacloprid. Imidacloprid, imidacloprid is having a yellow triangle, and thiamethoxam, is having blue triangle. So which product should I choose? No doubt, the blue triangle product. Blue triangle product is because both the products are working for the same pest, their cost is almost the same. Then why should I purchase yellow triangle? I should go for blue triangle. And afterwards, in the future, I should shift to the green one. So this is the objective of this slide. We should avoid red and yellow and focus on only blue and green one. So this was the objective. Okay. These are the four steps before going for the chemical spray. These are the four steps to follow. So what is the first step? The first step is a scouting. So what is meant by scouting? Suppose I would like to take the go for the chemical spray. Then what is the first step? The first step is a scouting. What is the meaning of scouting? Scouting means taking the observations in the field. Suppose you can go in the zigzag manner or diagonally, and you can take the observations, so that we will come to the conclusion that the pest problem is everywhere in the plot. Okay, so that is the first step. Okay, then what is the second step? After scouting, we should know the economic threshold level of any that pest. Economic threshold level. Suppose there is only one larvae in the plot. Should I go for the spraying? No. If if there are, suppose for one crop there is a ETL. What is the ETL? ETL for a caterpillar, 7 larvae per 20 plant. If you are getting a 7 larvae on 20 plant, then there is a economic damage, and we should go for a chemical control. So it is very important to know the economic threshold level of the particular pest. ETL is different for each pest. Crop wise it is different. For example, take the example of aphid. Aphid ETL is different in different crops. For cabbage it is a different, and for tomato it is a different. So based on that, we should know the ETL and go further. Okay, then the next step is a calibration. Calibration means for for a particular area we should know how much water is required. Suppose you are having a 1 acre of area, so we have to calculate how much water it will require. That is a calibration. How it is done? Calibration is done by spraying only water. Suppose spraying, take the help of you can take this one spray pump and find out there are suppose 20 lines or 20 lines. And if one spray pump is covering 2 lines, then for 20 lines, how many pumps required? 10 pumps, right? So based on that, and 10 pumps into 16 liter per pump. So how much water is required? 160 liters of water is required. Okay. And based on that, you can select the product. And suppose the dose per acre is 200 ml. Dose per acre of the particular chemical is 200 ml. Then on that basis, you can calculate the dose for one pump. Okay, so this is nothing but the calibration. And final last one is the selection of the pesticide, and accordingly you can select the pesticide which is having a label claim and efficacy for the particular pest. So these are the four steps: scouting, economic threshold level, calibration, and selection of the pesticide. So this is also important. Okay. Gentlemen, what happens when we are taking the spray for more than one chemical? What happens? There is suppose there is no compatibility of particular fungicide and insecticide. Then what happens? The solution it will not mix properly, and it will create the problem. It will cause the toxicity to the crop. So it is very important to know the compatibility of the one chemical with another one. It is very important. So how we will see the one chemical is compatible with another one is why it happens. That happens because of the pH. Take the example of copper and sulfur. These chemicals, these are not compatible with other chemicals. It is necessary to take care when you are mixing the copper or sulfur with the other chemicals. So, uh, what is the alternate? So, what is the remedy? We should check their compatibility test. Take the 1 liter of water. Suppose you want to take two chemicals, then take a 1 liter of water, add the insecticide you want to mix it. Take 1 or 2 ml of insecticide and add 1 or 2 grams of that particular fungicide. Stir it and keep it for 15 minutes. The solution, if the solution becomes as it is, then you should go for the spraying. And if it is not mixing, that will show the solution. You will find that is not a homogeneous mixture. That will become like a curd. That will become like a curd, and from that you can identify that one chemical is compatible with another. So for compatibility, mixing in 1 liter of water and testing, that will that will avoid the losses in the future, because phytotoxicity losses are major losses because of the phytotoxicity, and we should take care by this method. Okay. Okay. So okay, now we will go towards the actual identification of the sucking pest. So this is in majority of the crops, in majority of the exotic vegetable. This is a very common in Chinese cabbage and tomato. This aphid problem is very common. So how you will identify the aphids? Aphids, they are very small in size and their number is higher. We can see the number. There are 20, 50, 100 in number. So they are more in. Okay. So what is their nature of damage? Their nature of damage is they are sucking the cell sap from the leaves. They secrete the sticky substance from their body, and on that, black sooty mold development takes place. This is a very common pest. Okay, so you can easily identify this pest. You will find this yellow color and black color aphids on your crops. Okay, how to manage this pest? Use of sticky trap. There are various sticky traps. As we have discussed, chemical is the last option. So which are the other options? Yellow sticky trap. Number one, uh, yellow sticky traps, they are very effective. Aphid, jacid, whitefly, they attract towards this yellow sticky trap. Okay. Use of use of neem base. Use of neem base. There are various formulations available in the market by different companies. For example, 300 ppm, 3000 ppm, 5000 ppm, 10,000 ppm. Different formulations are available in the market. So you can take any good company Nimbus, you can add with the chemical, and you will get very good control. Suppose you require three sprays without Nimbus, with the same chemical, you will get good control in 2 sprays. You can say 1 spray instead of 3. You will get a good control in 2 sprays only if you are adding a neem base into it for sucking pest. Any sucking pest, aphid, jacid, thrips, or whitefly. Okay, so this is a very important. Okay. And for biological control, for biological control, verticillium plus Beauveria, that will also give a good control. Verticillium plus Beauveria, and there are many companies which are now the awareness is increasing. Awareness is increasing. There are many companies coming in the market. So here is one product, which is actually botanical extract. Botanical extract. So that option is also available in the market. Okay, and of course, and the last option is our chemical. So these are the chemicals. The chemicals are imidacloprid, dimethoate, thiamethoxam, acetamiprid, and acephate. So important point is, if you look at the chemical, first imidacloprid, third one is a thiamethoxam, and fourth one is acetamiprid. Only we should take care these all three chemicals. These are from neonicotinoid family, and we should avoid the continuous spray of these chemicals. For example, if you have gone for imidacloprid first time, then don't go for thiamethoxam, because these both chemicals are from neonicotinoid family. So what should we do? After imida, we should go for dimethoate. Dimethoate is from a different a different family. So we should change the group. Imida, thiamethoxam, and acetamiprid, these chemicals are from same family, same category, same class, which is neonicotinoid. So after neonicotinoid, we should go for acephate or dimethoate likewise. Okay, this is also important to avoid the resistance to the insects. Okay, now the another product, another pest is a jacid. There is no much more difference in aphid and acid, although there is a difference, but the damage is more or less same. They are sucking, they suck the cells up from the leaves, secrete the sticky substance, and black sooty mold development. The damage is almost more or less same. Use use of yellow sticky trap. The trap is also sticky trap is the same. Neem base, use of neem base is also same. Verticillium plus Beauveria biological, that is also same. Okay, and botanical extract, and the chemicals are almost more or less same. Okay, so aphids and jacids sucking pest. We have seen how to manage this pest. Okay, this pest is somewhat different. How it is different? Aphid and jacid, they suck the cell sap from the leaves, but the damage caused by thrips, they make the wounds to the plant parts. Means at the time of setting period, setting of the fruits, they you know they are responsible for the scratches. They make the scratches, and what happens, the quality of that fruit is deteriorated. You might have seen the there are, we'll see in the next slide. Okay, we'll see in this next slide. Okay, so quality of the fourth point is deteriorate the quality of the produce. And the control, how to manage this pest? To manage this pest, okay, to manage this pest, blue sticky trap. For aphid and jacid, the sticky trap was yellow. Here the sticky trap is a blue. For thrips, sticky trap is a blue. And for other pest, aphid, jacid, sticky trap is a yellow. Okay, that is the difference. Blue for thrips and yellow for others. Okay. Nimbase, use of Nimbase, that is found also effective. Okay, and the botanical product which is available in the market, thrips rays, that is also one of the product in the market which is very effective, I have seen. So that is also one of the option, botanical product. Okay, if you look at the chemical control, very good chemical control you will get uh, by spinosad. Spinosad means tracer and sprinter. These are the trade names in the market. So Spinosad will give a very good control, and after Spinosad, fipronil, and after that thiamethoxam. All combinations means thiamethoxam plus lambda, or this one systemic plus one contact. Mainly one systemic and one contact, that will give a good control. Okay. So these are the sticky traps. Sticky traps, yellow sticky traps will attract aphid, jacid, whitefly, whereas the blue sticky trap will attract thrips. So these are the options. See the damage. How we will identify, because every time it is not possible to watch by the lens. You will be able to identify on this basis. How we will identify the thrips damage? You can see the first photograph. First thrips, upward movement of the leaves, upward movement of the leaves. That is because of thrips. This is a typical thrips damage. Okay, you can easily identify the typical thrips damage means the upward movement of the leaves. Okay. Now see the second photograph. This is a rose flower. So you can see the quality of that flower is deteriorated because the scratches made by the thrips, it has deteriorated the quality of the flower. And the last photograph, you will find the shape became irregular. This all damage is because of thrips. No need to go with a lens. You can easily identify with the open eyes also. While entering in the your plot, entering in your polyhouse, you can easily identify the thrips damage uh, by looking these symptoms. Okay. Okay. So that was a thrips damage. Okay. This is also an important pest, a white fly. White fly, the damage of the white fly is they suck the cells up from the leaves, same secrete the sticky substance, and black sooty mold development takes place, and they are also responsible for transmission of the viruses. Transmission of the viruses also. Okay. So how to manage this pest? The yellow sticky trap. Yellow sticky trap for, see the yellow sticky at the left side, yellow sticky trap. These are effective for white fly also, and use of a neem base to minimize the number of spray round. That is also one of the options. Okay. And the last option is a chemical option. So which are the options, good options available in the market? Number one is the diphenthron. This this molecule is from Syngenta. The name is Pegasus. Diphenthron is available in the market, which will, I will say, this is the best product for this white fly. Okay. Acephate, acephate and acetamiprid. These are also good products. Okay. And no doubt, imida, dimethoate and thiamethoxam, they will also give the good control. But uh, the main key is that you should go for the mixing with neem base. Use of neem base is also important. Okay. So white fly is a major problem and responsible for virus. And white fly, the resistance problem is there. I think in the year 1980s and in the year 80s and 90s, we have seen they are resistance to for many chemicals. Many chemicals, the white fly has got resistance power. Okay. Gentlemen, this is also an important pest. Mites. Mites, normally we refer to the mites which are red, particularly farmer grower knowing of the red mite. But this is a white mite. This is very small in size, and you will, it is not easy to see by the open eye, naked eyes. You will get, if you are having the lens, then and then only you can see these mites. So but it is very easy to identify the nature of damage because of this begonia mite. How we will identify? See the shape of the leaves. Shape of the leaves, the downward movement of the leaves, the downward movement of the leaves, that is because of these mites. Any mites, this begonia mites or a red mite, the downward movement is the typical characteristic of the mite. Okay, this is a major problem in sweet pepper. The mites are, they are very small and impossible to see with the naked eyes. Okay, and you will find the top of the plant, they stop growing. Okay, often starts near the sides where the mites are blown in the crop. Okay, uh, the key is the identification of this pest, and you will find this shape of the leaves, shape of the leaves, downward movement. No, no, this is very easy because identification has got 70-80% marks, I will say. At 20-30%, we know the chemicals which are available. Identification, if there is a problem in identification, then there is no point. Okay, so identification is very important. So downward movement of the leaves, that is the characteristic of mites, and upward movement is because of thrips. Upward movement of leaves is because of thrips, and downward movement of the leaves, that is because of mites. This is a clear cut difference between thrips damage and mites damage. Okay, this is another slide. Downward curling of the leaves, red mites which are at the lower side of the leaves, lower side of the leaves. So what are, how to manage this pest? How to manage this pest? To manage this pest, use, of course, the use of neem base. In every slide you will find the neem base. So use of neem base will help to reduce the population of mites. Okay, and the another option, that is a botanical product. There is one botanical product available in the market. The name is Armite. Okay, and of course the last option, option is a chemical option. So chemicals available, these are the chemicals available in the market. These are abamectin, means vertimec, proper guide, means omite, sulfur. Sulfur you can go for the control of mites, but except the crucifer plant, means in cucumber you cannot use this sulfur, but in other crops you can go for the uh, sulfur. Okay, okay. Then another product is spiromesifen. uh, Number fifth is etoxazole, and last one is bifenazide, means floramide, Borneo, Oberon. These are also other options available in the market. So on that basis, you can manage this pest of mite. Okay, friends, this is also a very important, and I have seen the people are going first round of chemical for this pest. First round of chemical for this pest. Which pest? This leaf miner. Leaf miner. The flies of the leaf miner are few big and usually black to yellow. They feed on the leaves and leaving a small round feeding spots. You will find the small spots in the upper slide. You will see it. Okay, and the pupae sticks to the leaves or drops to the soil. Okay, so this is a damage of the leaf miner. Okay, so what is the control measure? Control measure for the leaf miner, of course, neem base and use of yellow trap. These are the two options other than chemical. And the chemical option is abamectin or trizophos. And spraying in the evening, spraying in the evening or morning or evening, that will help to reduce the pest problem. Okay. Okay. Uh, this is also a very serious pest in cucurbits, especially Bactocera cucurbitaceae, that is a fruit fly. Nowadays, this pest problem is increasing, and this pest problem is increasing. So, how to manage this pest? Only with the help of chemical, it is not possible to manage the this pest. But the good thing is, best quality of the traps and lures, these are available in the market. So you can use the IPM method, integrated pest management. What it says, the use of all methods, use of all methods. So with the help of this, we can manage the pest. See, this is a most destructive pest, and damage start from March, and in the end of August, September, March to September, you will find this pest is very active. You will find the number of hundred and thousands of the fruit flies you will find in the traps. So and adult fly punctures the early tender fruits. So this is the damage. And to manage fruit fly, the pheromone traps are available 6 per acre. See, these are the pheromone traps. If see, these are the pheromone traps. The name of the trap is a fly trap, FLIGS, fly trap, and the lure inside, the name is a Baku lure. So, with the help of these 6 traps per acre, we can manage very well this pest. There are so many companies in the market, and so many traps, so many lures are available in the market. So, definitely this will help. I have seen there are many farmers. There is no issue of fruit fly after these, using the traps. And if are not using the trap, you cannot control with any chemical. It is not possible to control with any chemical. So the use of trap and lure is a very, 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 it is very helpful. So uh, so the chemicals, what are the chemical options are available? The chemical options are spinosad, acephate, and chlorphenapir. These are the options for chemical. But I will say, from my experience, I will say pheromone trap will take care of your 80 to 90% of problem. You will not require chemical sprays. If you are going for the application, you're going for the installation of pheromone trap in the right time, well in the beginning, not in the late stage. Well, in the at the time of fruit setting, if you install these pheromone traps, then this problem, that will take care of the fruit fly. Okay. So these are the traps. And in the second picture, the lure is there. Okay. Okay. So um, it is very, you can manage this pest with this method. Okay. Now we will see the another pest. So there are so many caterpillars, so many caterpillars. This is a helicoverpa. There is a Prodinia, and so many caterpillars, so many different types of caterpillars. You will find in the crop. It is it is very important to know the life cycle of the crop. Why it is important? It is important because from the life cycle, from the second slide, you will come to realize which stage for the control of larvae is important. So these are the eggs at the top of the slide. These are the eggs, and egg stage is there about 3 days. After 3 days, hatching of the egg, the larva comes out, and the larva is there on your crop for 12 to 14 days. 12 to 14 days, larva will responsible for the damage of the crop. And then full grown larva, that is a sixth instar larva, which is bigger in size, and that larva will go in the pupal stage. Pupal stage, pupal stage is in the soil, and after that the moth will come out, and again the moth will go for the egg laying. Moth will go for the egg laying, around 300 eggs, 300 to 3000, but average 300 eggs. One moth is giving 300 eggs. Okay, so it will require at least 1 month. At least 1 month. This larval is 15 to 12 to 14. Egg stage is 3 days, you know, and pupa, and minimum 1 day, minimum 1 month. And depending upon the adverse climatic conditions, the pupal stage is delayed. Okay. Okay, so this is another pest. This is Prodennia. uh, Damage is in front of you. Prodennia is also a very harmful insect. Okay, so gentlemen, what is, why we are looking for the life cycle? This life cycle of this caterpillar, there are 16 stars of the caterpillar. You can see first, second, third, and fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay. Normally, what happens? The growers, I have seen the awareness in the grower about the caterpillar is from third stage. If that caterpillar is in the third stage, the grower will go to the any pesticide dealer, and he will ask for the any chemical. But I will say this is a very late stage for the control. So what is important? The damage. Damage you will find the first, second, and third. The if this is we can say this is a small larva, and fourth, fifth, and sixth, we can say this is a large size larva. Now, what is important? The damage from the first, second, and third one is 70%. Damage from first to third star is a third, 70% damage is caused by the first, second, and third, and fourth to sixth star damage is a 30%. So from grower point of view, what is important? To reduce the damage, and to reduce the damage, which installs are important? First, second, and third. So uh, observation is very important, and if you observe the larva is very small, then we should go for the best options available in the market. No doubt there are also pheromone traps. You can, go for pheromone traps also. uh, that will reduce the pest population. But when the question comes of chemical control, chemical control is essential when the larva is small. It will save your damage. Small larva damage is more than the bigger one. Okay, so these are the options. See, there are different types of caterpillars. uh, NPV, nuclear pod, NPV. NPV is also option available, and neem base. Use of neem base. Use of neem base is also effective, and the chemical options are available. These are the chemical options are available. Mm, Corazine, imamectin, spinosad. Okay, so these are the options available. spinosad, flubendamide. These are the options available, and delegate also. Okay. Okay. So, friends, hello. Are you getting me, sir? Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Are you getting me?
Continues.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
continue, sir.
Okay. So these are the chemicals are chemical options are available. These are the imamectin, corazine, and spinosad, flubendamide. These are the chemicals. These are, I will say, these are very good chemicals. Before 25 years back, there were no chemical, good chemical. But nowadays, you will get a very good chemicals in the market, and within a one spray, you will get a very good control. Okay, but the chemical control. Remember in the mind, chemical is the last option. Okay. Now, friends, this is also an important pest when we are growing Chinese cabbage and other crops. So this is also an important pest. Diamond back moth damage. You might have seen many times. The damage is like this. Okay, and first one is adult larva, and third photograph is of the nature of damage. Okay, moth larva. There are four stages of the this diamondback moth: moth, larvae, pupa, and adult. Okay, damage. Larvae are very small and feeding on the leaves, and removal of the foliar tissue, and except the leaf veins. They will eat all the portion except the leaf veins, and from that damage you can identify this is a DBM. Okay. Which are the crops? The crops are broccoli, Brussels sprout, Chinese cabbage, under the exotic vegetable. These are the crops. Okay. Another important is insects. There are synthetic pyrethroids. There were synthetic pyrethroids available in the market. Synthetic pyrethroids came in the, I think, in 1980s, and within a very short period, this pest has got a resistance to the synthetic pyrethroids. Okay, so they are not effective, but uh, there are another chemicals we will see in last 4 or 5 chemicals. Okay. But before that, uh, under the management of DBM, crop rotation means select the crop from another family. Okay, cultural control. This is also rainfall is effective because of rainfall. The pest is getting the control. Rainfall sprinkler irrigation will help to reduce the pest load. Okay, planting of tomato 30 days prior to the cole crops. This will also help. And now uh, another biological product. This is also a very good product. Dipel, Bacillus thuringiensis. This is available in the market. This will also give very good control. But resistance is also found against these products also. Okay. And what are the chemical options available? The chemical options are imamectin, flubendamide, spinetoram, tolfin pyroid, okay, skiphone and corazine. These are also the options available in the market. Okay, okay. So, uh, okay, and this is also in the, those growers who are growing, cherry tomato. You will find this problem is also on the tomato. This is a major pest of tomato, uh, either in the polyhouse or in the open field. This is a very destructive pest, and this pest has, I think, since from last 4 or 5 years, this is a very threatening pest to the tomato growers. And the damage you can see the fruit. The larva is small one at the left side. This is adult. This is a adult, and I will say this will damage 70, 80, 90%. Even you can, the 100% damage. There is 100% damage. farmers are means farmers are helpless. They are, if you are not taking care in advance, then it will be very difficult in the latter stage. It will be very difficult to manage the pest, and there is no option at that time. Chemical option is also not the way to manage the pest in latter stage. So what is important? The important, so this is a tuta absoluta, and we can say this is a tomato leaf miner also. Leaf miner. So on the leaves, you can find this damage, left side photograph, and on the fruit, you will find the number of holes. In one fruit, you will find 4, 5, 6, 10 holes to the one fruit. And after filling in the, sending to the market, you will find uh, the damage to the fruit crop. Okay. Okay. So the name of the pest is a tomato leaf miner, Tuta absoluta, serious pest in tomato, also in potato and eggplant. Okay. Leaves on and in the leaves means on the leaves and in the leaves. Okay. Okay. Stems and flowers and fruits. Okay. Larvae in the early stage, it will damage to the leaves and flowers, and latter stage, larvae in the latter stage, that will attack the fruit and create exit holes that will deteriorate the quality of the produce. So this is very, 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 I will say the number one pest of the tomato, number one pest, Tuta absoluta, number one pest of serious pest of the tomato. Okay. But the good thing is there are traps. Now this pest came in India from outside. In Europe and all these countries, you will find this pest. In India, this pest, we are, we are observing since from last 4 5 years that became a major pest. Okay, but the traps, these traps are also very effective. Pheromone trap, OTA trap, OTA traps, and there is one lure that is a TLM. TLM means tomato leaf miner. TLM lure. In the second photograph, you will see the catch. You will see the number of adults are found in the traps. Without a trap, without this trap, you cannot grow crops like tomato. You cannot grow because you will not sure that without this trap and this lure. Okay, and it will also reduce the load on the chemical. Load on the chemical. I have seen there are number of farmers, you know they, it is not possible to cultivate tomato crop without this trap and lure. So this is a very serious pest. I will again and again I am saying. Okay. So use of pheromone trap is also very important. Okay. Friends, the biological control, there is one company in the market and they are claiming this Necremnus tuta, that is a predator for this pest. But in India, commercially, it is not accepted by the farmers. Okay. And what are the chemicals? What are the chemicals? Chemical options available for this pest? Chemical options are these are the chemical options: Benevia, Delegate, and Corazine. These are the chemical options available in the market. Okay. Okay. Apart from this this pest, these are also a very important point while carrying out the spraying. What is quality of this spraying is also important. The droplet size while carrying out this spraying, droplet size of the spray should be a small one. If the droplet size is small, you will get a very good control. Morning and evening spray, morning and evening spray will give you a very good control, right? avoid repetition of the same molecule. Generally, what happens if the grower likes one particular chemical, he will go for second and third time. He will go for the repetition of the same chemical for the same pest. So we should avoid it. Why we should avoid it? To avoid the resistance problem. Okay. So repetition of the same chemical we should avoid. Okay. Spraying interval is very important. Normally what happens, farmers, if the dose of the, suppose the dose of the product, suppose one product dose is suppose 10 ml, then what happens, farmer go for 20 ml. If the pest load is higher side, farmer will increase the dose, and if the pest load is at lower side, they will go to reduce the uh, dose of the chemical. So is it correct? No, it is not correct. So what is the correct method? They should go for per acre dose. You can adjust your spraying interval. If you are taking a spray, if the problem is more, then you can take before 2 days. Immediately you can go for spraying, and the problem is less, you can delay the spraying. But you cannot play with the dose of the chemical. It will cause the resistance problem for the particular chemical. Okay. And the last one is follow the safety guidelines. This is also very important. Okay. uh, I will say this part is I think already covered by Dr. Mesta yesterday, but we will go for within 5 minutes we will see this slide also. Okay. Nursery treatment, virus is a very major problem. Virus is a major problem. And nursery treatment of soil insecticide, that is imidacloprid or thiamethoxam. If you are treating, suppose for example 160 gram of dose per acre, if you are treating with the seedlings, this will this will minimize the future load of thrips and sucking pest, and which will help to manage the virus. Okay. Management of the sucking pest means white flies and thrips. That problem will be minimized. Okay. Uh, Improve resistance power through the balanced nutrition. Balanced nutrition is also very important. See, last 4 months, 5 months, last since from last 1 year, we are facing the COVID-19 problem in human being. And what the doctors are recommending, take the zinc, vitamin. Why they are recommending that? So improve your resistance power. The same principle applies here also. The balanced nutrition of the crop, that will help the crop to fight against the virus, and this will help to manage the virus problem. And the last option is the uproot and remove the affected plant to avoid the further spread of the virus from one plant to another one. So this is about virus. Very short, we have seen the virus. Okay. The next one is the nematode. Nematodes are nowadays in polyhouses the number one problem in the state of Gujarat. If you see the condition of the Gujarat, even in Maharashtra also, so these nematode problem are at a very, 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 at higher side, and it is very difficult to cultivate the crops because of the nematodes. Why the problem is increasing? Because the people are because you will not observe with the naked eyes this pest problem, and afterwards it is very difficult to manage this pest. Okay. The nematodes occurs when the crop grown 3 times, 4 times in a repeated stunted growth. Okay. And a reduction in the fruit size. Okay. So nematode problem, I will again say nematode is a very serious problem in polyhouses and in exotic vegetable also. So nematode management is very important. How to manage this nematode problem? Nematode problem is, number one is solarization or fumigation with hydrogen peroxide and silver nitrate. Huh. This is also very important. So fumigation, I will say fumigation is the most important to avoid the problem, nematode problem in the future. Okay. Now this is also important slide. Use of neem cake. Use of neem cake 800 kgs per acre. This will also help to reduce the nematode problem. Crop rotation. Crop rotation, by changing the crop, we can minimize the problem. Marigold. Marigold is plant which is having a chemical in their root that will repel the nematodes. Okay, but mind, remember, there are so many marigold varieties, but these local varieties are effective, and the hybrid varieties of marigold which are available in the market, the nematode problem you will find to that marigold also. Okay, so marigold local variety, African marigold is important. Okay. And the biological options, Pacillomyces and Trichoderma hargenium species. Viridi is not effective, but Trichoderma hargenium is effective for the nematode control. Pacillomyces is also effective. And the last option for the nematode is, uh, last year these two companies, these multinational companies, they launched their product. One is Limits and another one is Vellum Prime. Bayer and Adama, they introduced these two products last year. Before that, there was no single product available in the market, but now I will say these are, one product is for soil granular. Number five, number five, uh, the product from Adama, this is in granular form, and last one product, this is in liquid form, you can give by the drip also. Last one, vellum prime. Okay, so remember well, this last product has shown also phytotoxicity in the field also. So take care, you can ask to the concerned officer, company executive, and go for the application, especially for the last product. But the number 5 product, limits, that is showing a very good results, and vellum is also showing, but if the dose is at higher side, it will show the phytotoxicity. Okay, so gentlemen, this is also a very important point. uh, as there are many more growers are interested for the biological solutions, and this is a biological solution. There are various biological solutions available in the market. uh, Aphids and acid, Verticillium bivaria, bacterial blight, C. pseudomonas plus bacillus, powdery mildew, and fusarium. Some part might have, I think, covered by Dr. Mesta yesterday, but insect part, soil pest. If there is a problem of soil pest, to avoid this problem, you can go for metarhizium also. Number 4, metarhizium is also effective against this white grub. Okay, but what is important in the biological control? We should go for early stage. In the latter stage, there is there is no much use. But if you go in the early stage, that will go in early stage. It is very effective. So this is a complete biological solution. These are the chemicals, different biological products available in the market. See, the product like millibug. So verticillium or Bavaria, or verticillium plus neem, that will give a very good control for millibug also. So this is also a very important slide. Okay, and the last one is, these are the last two organisms, rats and rodents. There are, in our polyhouse, there are different, this damage of the rats you will find in the polyhouse also. Okay, so what is the option for the rat control? Zinc phosphide is a very traditional product, but zinc phosphide is not effective for the rat control. But Second product, bromodiolone. These products are different companies are selling under different name, but the uh, chemical is the bromodiolone. Bromodiolone is a anticoagulant, and this will give the very good control after eating that cake. These are in the form of cake. After eating the cake, after 4 5 days, you will get the death of the rat, and this will really help to solve your rat problem. And the last one is snails. In the year 2020, before 4 5 months back, this was a major problem. uh, this year this was a major problem of snails, and luckily one very good product is available. No doubt it is not that much of safe, but you can use this product, this metaldehyde. Trade name is a snail kill. So this product is available. I think the cost is also some 900 rupees per acre. So cost is also not much, I will say. And except this product, you will not get control by any other method. By using a tobacco powder or by other method, you will not get control, satisfactory control for the snails. But metaldehyde will give really a satisfactory control to the growers. So these are also very important pests, and we should manage. So, gentlemen, this was about the insect management. So, sir, any questions, sir? Dr. Khamkar, hello, hello.
Hello, sir.
Doctor.
Okay, sir.
So all the topic is
Now
covered.
your presentation, Regent.
Yes, sir. So,
Mm,
gentlemen, I would like to thank all of you for the attending this session, and I would like to thank all of you. Thank you. Hmm.
okay.
If you have any question, you can ask later.
Okay, participant, if any query regarding this presentation or lectures, you ask comment in chat box or personally in
Yeah,
Kadam
sir.
sir number.
Yeah,
I put up
sir.
Kadam sir number in chat
Yes,
box. Sir,
yes,
please
sir.
tell me your number, sir.
Okay, sir. My number is 94
Hmm?
222
Hmm?
75
Hmm?
460. 94 222 75460.
Okay, I share in chat box.
Okay, sir. Huh? Okay, sir.
Mm, okay.
Thank you,
Uh,
gentlemen.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Once again, on the behalf of Center for Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology, Climate Smart Agriculture and Water Management, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. Uh, it's a very nice lectures, presentation, good, informative lectures, sir, deliver. Thanks to all participants to attend the lectures and all team members, class team members, and respected all staff. And with the permission of our organizing secretary, we conclude these sessions. Thank you once and all. Thank you all of you. Thank you, sir. And one announcement to the all participant. This quiz we have sent evening timing. Both quiz please submit in till 9 p.m. Okay.